the first bet of this series has been cashed out as a success. The market is giving me the chance right now to change my bets from position. I have this $55,000 hit that we chose the no side a couple weeks back, and although it was only a 12% return, a bit under $20, there's not much use that can be squeezed out of this position anymore. It's already 99% certain, and we're gonna be going ahead with cashing out this specific order so we can move this money into something that seems a bit more interesting for me at the moment. For us to avoid paying fees on the slippage, we'll go onto the market and we'll place a limit order at the strike price available, and we'll hope to get filled as soon as possible. Our order has been filled. The first bet of this series has been cashed out as a success. Now we have to analyze the second bet I have available. This one has been a very painful one. If we see the graph of this chart, we've been extremely close to the 58,000 mark price. If 57,500 was hit, this whole bet and its $200 of capital would have been lost. This position has been difficult to manage, and it has almost given me heart attacks the whole week. It has 8 hours left for it, and we bought it when the odds were at almost 74%. Right now they are on 89%. That means we have made a fair profit from it, but not squeeze out as much juice as we could possibly be squeezing. I don't want to become attached to this bet because I am going through my market and I'm looking into other opportunities. We're gonna be betting that on July 5th the Bitcoin price will be over 58,000. I feel that bottom has become pretty strong, and I want to get some upside for the trade of this week. On this Bitcoin above market for the date of July 5th, we have to check the rules really quick just to make sure of what we're getting ourselves into. The market will resolve to yes if the price candle on the date specified has a close price higher than the price specified. Otherwise the market will resolve to no. This is my data specified. This is my price specified. In these platforms like Polymarket, the buys and the sells are you and me. We are buying and we are selling to each other, so we need to agree on the market, and I'm going here onto the market and offering to buy this amount of shares at this amount of price. The market hasn't quite decided that it's willing to sell it to me at this price, so they're asking me to go higher for them. As right now I'm not willing to wait on this position, I will go ahead and do so. So we'll cancel this order. We'll agree that the fair price for this would be 63 cents, and we'll be buying 267 shares of it. We'll place an order at the buy market, and that is executed. Now we have changed the money from the last bet of the 55,000 strike price into a bet that will be running for July 5th. Let's go ahead and try to manage this other 57,500,000 bet. I do not feel like waiting the rest of the day to be able to execute it, but I'm not quite sure how to go about it. So let's start by perhaps selling half of it. We'll decide on that. We'll sell half of it and we'll keep the rest of it to finish for the rest of the night, and we'll be moving that money elsewhere on the future video. Let's place the sell order. We got executed there. And we have another 120 bucks of cash to deploy. Let's go once again into the weekly market. Let's do the one that expires today. Yes, today, 20 hours from now, let's do 58,000. 30th of June, that doesn't mess with me. Let's check when is the 4th of July, market close. That's Saturday, we're Tuesday. We are still golden. We'll be placing $120 on this order, expecting to be able to pick up 25% of profit in a day. We're going more aggressive on our bets right now, but we're trying to keep this story juicy and entertaining. Some of the money has been moved now. Let's quickly refresh our portfolio. These bets on the bottom, they're the longer term bets. We're not gonna move them at the moment. We still have half of the original position of the June strike price that will be expiring in 8 hours, hopefully for a profit. We have the new bet that is gonna be expiring on July 5th, 5 days from now, of the 58,000 strike price, and our bet for tomorrow, 20 hours from now, that is the 58,000 strike price as well. I want to make the case of why I'm going so strong on this price right now, although it's very aggressive, very risky, and not definitely balanced on a risk aspect. Someone somewhere is selling a lot of Bitcoin right now and driving the pressure into the below the 60s. The market recognizes this as a sell price and it's eating it all up once it reaches the 58,000 price range. I understand that the bets being around the $57,000, $58,000 price may make it seem like they're the same bet, but if you go into the actual rules and the nuances of what we're putting our money into, you would find out that this Bitcoin hit, it's being extremely dangerous right now because it only needs to touch the price for us to lose. Hence why this has been such an hard attack bet for me the whole week, because we get to 58, 100 and it's like, if it gets a slight weaker down, it's done. But on this Bitcoin above bet for a specific date, we're betting more on a trend. We just need it to stay doing what it has been doing, that it gets close to the 58 and it rebounds to 60, and it gets close to the 59 and it rebounds to 60. As long as it keeps just going into this like momentum of coming back up, we should be safe with this bet and we'll be cashing a very healthy profit within a week. This one, we're gonna let it ride for the sake of our storytelling, but we are moving into bigger, newer, and better things with the rest of our portfolio for the month of July and for this third episode we're starting today. Let's go over our perpetual platform really quick, just to see our future trades. There is not much, there is nothing to do right now because both bets are underwater, the MicroStrategy bet and the Bitcoin leverage bet. They have been losing money for us consistently the whole week. As we can see on this bottom corner, the Bitcoin bet is 35% down and the MicroStrategy bet is 70% down, a ridiculous amount of percentage of money to be lost in 2 weeks. But the market has given us a breather. If we go into our MicroStrategy chart, the market agrees with us that under 80 would be kind of a ridiculous price for MicroStrategy at the moment, and we got pretty close to 80, 80.1, 80.2, while our liquidation price is 78.8. So this one is definitely gonna keep the adrenaline pumping in for the rest of its perpetual time. But I believe wholeheartedly that as long as the Bitcoin price recovers in a short time frame, both of these bets will be able to swiftly pass through and we'll be on our way to profit very soon. It's been a hell of a week for us, but at least now on this third episode we cash out a little bit of money. We are in the green, not quite. This was a quicker, faster paced episode. We decided we needed to move a bit of our money around. We have chosen to spread our bets into different kind of rule sets, and we have analyzed that our thesis for the price of Bitcoin has been standing at least for this past week. Looking forward to the next one. Thanks for your time and join us on the next episode.